The essential question: which elements are most abundant on Earth? So which ones do we find the most of here on Earth? I'm going to start out with Earth's crust. Earth's crust is 47% oxygen, silicon 28%, and silicon we find in sand, for example, so you can find it in a lot of rocks in the sand out here. Aluminum 8%, iron, Fe is the symbol for iron, iron about 5%, and other stuff is about 12%. So you can see that most of Earth's crust is made up of 4 different elements: oxygen, silicon, aluminum, and iron. Earth's atmosphere, so the air we breathe, is 97% nitrogen and 21% oxygen. And other stuff that's mixed up in there, argon gas, for example, is about 1%. So the air you're breathing is not all oxygen. It's only 21% oxygen, mostly nitrogen. Earth's oceans, 86% oxygen, 11% hydrogen, chlorine 2%, sodium 1%, and other stuff is less than 1%. So the 86 and 11% oxygen and hydrogen is the water. So oxygen and hydrogen, H2O, is the water in the ocean. And the chlorine and the sodium make sodium chloride, and that's the salt. So salt water found in the ocean. So the ocean is almost entirely oxygen, hydrogen, chlorine, and sodium, with just a tiny little bit of other stuff. I did round these numbers, so if you add them all up, I believe they come to a little over 100%, but that's because I rounded them. And the last one, living matter, so living things. 61% oxygen, 23% carbon, 10% hydrogen, 3% nitrogen, and 3% other stuff. I want you to note that all living things contain carbon. So if you've heard the term carbon-based life forms, for example, okay, carbon is found in all living things. Nitrogen we need to make proteins, for example, and DNA. Okay, we have a lot of water in us, the oxygen and the hydrogen.